Alright, let's just start. When trying to crawl into small areas, you might find it a bit hard to do so, but you will actually be able to crawl into even tighter areas if you go in backwards whilst being prone, because hitboxes don't work that well. The ballistic tracker may tell you how high you should shoot in order to land a headshot, but it actually doesn't account for the bullet's travel time, meaning that if the target is moving, the ballistic tracker is actually not that accurate. During a fight, if you're vaulting over an object, you actually can't shoot your gun for a while, since you're still doing the vaulting animation, and that costs very precious time. But if you super jump over that object, you actually don't have to wait anymore, and that means that you save that time, which will actually help you quite a lot. Abusing force spawning is quite important. It's a bit hard to explain, but basically, if you're camping the enemy team and your team is on one side of their spawn, killing a lot of them, the enemies will actually now start to spawn in the exact opposite side of your team. You need to start moving over there, because otherwise you won't get any kills even though you're camping their spawn. If you're good at EMP sliding, you're in luck, since the slide actually makes you a lot faster with heavier weapons than with lightweight weapons. Because the EMP slide is actually more efficient for such heavier guns, you aren't necessarily faster than lightweight weapons, but you get more out of the slide than on lightweight weapons. Some guns will actually get worse 3-shot ranges if you use a long barrel on them, but whilst yeah, the long barrel is still very good, I gotta say, it should be noted that it can be quite annoying sometimes to lose some of that 3-shot range on weapons that really rely on their ability to 3-shot in close quarters combat. So be mindful when using it on guns like Colt SMG or similar guns that really needs that 3-shot. The ammo type 2545 Sharps is currently a direct upgrade on every gun in the game. The primary downsides are less bullets in a magazine and slightly more recoil, alright? But even after the nerfs come in the next update, it still gives you more headshot damage, more penetration, better damage ranges, better bullet drop and better walk speed. So yeah, it's quite good. It does take a bit of skill though. Most people complain about being spawn camped on Metro or Metro Revamp, but it's actually quite simple to avoid. All you need to do is just don't go up through the escalators, since they're always being camped, and instead go through the giant side hallways, since they lead you to their spawn, and now you're spawn camping them. Keep a note of which teammates are good to spawn on. For example, keep a note of who plays the objective or who spawn camps, and then spawn on them instead of your own spawn so you don't need to walk all the way back. Subscribing to my channel will let God forgive you for your previous sins. If you want to play with friends and you want them to be on your team when they join, let someone else join first after you've joined, and then have your friend join, since the game tries to balance out the amount of players on each team. If you see a good gun, or a gun that you are familiar with or primary laying on the ground, switch it out for your secondary, alright? No secondary gun is better than any of the primary guns. Period. During capture the flag, please note that if a teammate is close to the enemy flag, they will be in combat, disallowing you to spawn on them until they get away from the flag. The muzzlebooster says that it gives you a higher fire rate by 8%, but it actually does not do this on manual weapons such as bolt-action snipers or pump-action shotguns, making it useless on those guns. When you're in the server hub, you can actually tell it to sort different things, like the player count or the time, which is very handy when trying to find servers with a high player count or server with a lot of time left. If you're playing on Warehouse, always shoot at an enemy who is spotted, regardless of how many walls may be between you two, alright? Because the walls are very thin, so you can shoot through nearly the entire map. You can actually go above the limit of 120 FOV by just typing 0 in it, which is very handy, since more FOV is actually a direct upgrade in this game. Don't play on servers with less than 8 people in each team, alright? Since if there's less than 16 people total, you will not get a reward for winning, and plus, the game is not really that fun with such a little amount of players on each team, so you're way better off with finding a new and more populated server. Always reload whenever you spawn in, just so you can get to chamber that one extra bullet. Trust me, alright, it will come in handy. Alright, and at last, can you stop standing, Oscar, you fatherless piece of shit?